Today we are going to do a health check on a chicken. And the first thing is to pick a chicken. Who wants to be the demo chicken today? I have grapes as a reward. Huh? Luna? Luna is going to be my demo chicken. Luna, here we go. She is a hen rescued from the egg factory. So she's a white leghorn. And we are going to do a health check from beak to vent. So the first thing is to hold the chicken properly. So to do that, you really block her two wings so she cannot flap around and hurt herself. And she's actually feeling pretty comfortable because you know you kind of are in control. Another way of doing that is putting her body against yours so one of the wings is blocked. You could also have her between your leg, like that, so you have both your hands free to do the health check. So we are going to do a health check from beak to vent. So we are going to start with the head. The first thing you want to go to look is at her beak. Open the beak. Hi. Open her beak and look at her mouth. Look if there is any sore, any kind of conquers, and then also do smell. If there is any foul odor that may, indicate something is going wrong in her, digestion system. This is also actually the position that you want her in when you give her medicine, with a liquid medicine. So you would use a syringe. And here now I just have water in it, but you would do exactly like I just did to check in her mouth. Is open her beak, put some of the liquid on her tongue and let her swallow. So that's how you could medicate your hen. Okay, so after checking her mouth, you check her nostrils. So the nostrils are the two slits on both sides of her beak. And what you want to see is they are, clean. They don't have dirt in it. There is no gunk. What you could do is clean up with a little bit, with your nail. Or if it's really too hard, you could use a Q-tip that you put, some warm water and kind of clean that. You look at her eyes. Her eyes need to be, bright, round, pupil. Nothing swollen around her face. So she looked good on that side, she looked good on the other side. So she has a big comb, so I had to, lift it. So her comb, this is also something you want to check. It has to be, nice color, red, not, dark, not blue, not pale. It also has to have this nice rigidity. I should not be too, every chicken is of course slightly different, but any change in the appearance of the comb or the water for that matter is important to notice. Then we go and look at her ears. The ears is behind this little kind of fluff of feathers. If you open that, you see a little hole. This is her ear canal. Just below the ear you have the earlobe. So she has a white earlobe. Different breeds have different colors. So while you're still checking her head, you want to go check on her neck, look at the skin. So you put the feathers a little bit up, you look at the skin, and what you are looking for is any things crawling, little like parasite, lice or mite. So it should all be clean. You're also looking at the base of the feathers to see if there is any eggs. Once you've checked all the edge, you want to check her wings. So we are going to so when you order, another important thing is you have always to put pressure on the keel bone and not on her crop. Her crop is our stomach, where she stores the food. and you don't want to press on that, otherwise she could aspirate, and that's not good for her. So actually, talking about the crop, this is something you should check. You should gently, press on it and see if it should not be hard, it should not be full of fluid. If it is, then you have to take care of that. So it should be just, you can see if she had a lunch. So actually she had a nice breakfast. All is normal. So now let's check her wings. So I'm going to lay her down on her side on my lap. It's actually a position. They should be pretty comfortable. But can you lay down? Good job. So what you can do in this position is open a wing, very gentle, and see if there is, any bruise. So you're looking for yellow, greenish, color. You want to extend the wing, see, if everything is fine. So when you open your wing, you have to be really careful not to open it more than 90 degrees. You don't go and open it too high. That could hurt her. So you just make sure, everything is fine. In her case, what you can see is that the primary feathers have been clipped. And that's because she's been a naughty girl and she's tried to go over the fence. And we do have a dog on the other side of the fence. So it's for her own protection, I clipped her wing. This is something normally you don't do, by default. It's only for a safety, and you do usually that only, once. She's going to mold grow new feathers, but usually most of the chicken, they forget they can fly at that fence, so they are not even going to try again. Okay, so while I have her on the side, I'm going to check her legs. So what you want to look at her legs is that the scales are smooth. If any of the scales are going up, that is a sign of possibly to have scaly leg mites, and then you will need to treat that. So you want to see if there is any injuries. Look under her pad. Check if there is any scars. If there is any hardcore or something, it could be a sign of a bumblefoot. You want also to check her nails. They should be pretty short if they are free ranging, scratching to the hard content. If they're a little bit too long, you could just trim them. Take a nail trimmer that for cats or for dogs, and then just go very gently. And she has clear nails, so it's easy to see the quick. If you have a hen with darker nails, just go very slowly, and cut a little piece at a time. I've always something to stop the bleeding with you when you do that. I have some kind of styptic powder, cornstarch, flour, baking soda does work also to stop the bleeding. And you do that on all her nails. We just, she's using her nails pretty well, so I don't really need to do that. The other thing you want to do is kind of, compare the temperature of both our feet to see, are they different? If one is much hotter than the other, it could be a sign of infection. So she's just doing great. So we are moving toward the vent. One thing you want to check is her preening gland. So she has at the base of her tail. Thank you, girl. She has she's so dirty. She was just taking a dust bath, a minute ago. So this is a preening gland. It's a little kind of a pimple at the base of her tail. You just want to make sure this gland is like clean, not irritated, not infected. And if it is, you could, first clean it without soapy water. And then, if it's really, irritation or something, you could go to see your vet. So now we are going to move to the vent where all the action is happening. So this is where, you know, the chickens have only one hole where the eggs come from, the eggs, the poop, the pee, I mean everything's happening there. So the chicken vent is really looking like two pink clips. So it should just be, you know, nice, clean. This is the area where you are going also to look for parasites, mites or lice, or like that area because it's like moist, you know, and wet. So our vent is looking really nice. So you could see I've trimmed already her feather a little bit, and you could do that if she's really has a dirty butt. You just take a pair of scissors and and you know, just trim the fluff with all the I know, good job. And this is mainly, this is mainly to prevent you know, flies to come here, because the flies are going to lay their eggs, then the eggs hatch, and then you have maggots, and the maggots go and eat basically your chicken, and they eat her alive. And this is called fly strike, and this is a really deadly condition for chickens. So this is something you really want to be careful. You could also just take a hot, you know, kind of little towel with soapy water and just clean that. That area always has to be kind of nice and clean. And then your chicken has been so good that you want to reward her. And one of our favorite treats is grapes. What do you think about that? Here we go. Thank you for watching.